Awesome. This might actually end up being the first video, and if I sound like shit, it's probably because I've been kind of sick recently. It's like a sinus infection, I think. I'm gonna go ahead and get it checked out, but I'm already off topic. Um, I just wanted to talk about how I'm making this YouTube channel to help improve myself. It's not really there to like help other people unless they want to follow my blueprint. I'm just gonna keep trying things until I find things I like. Like, I currently write down a bunch of ideas on a notepad. I try to get them done as fast as possible. And this one just says YouTube ideas. You probably can't see it because I'm writing in red pen and this phone's terrible at grabbing that color for some reason. And so, like a 7 day ab challenge. I'm just gonna keep doing little things here and there and then making videos about how I liked it, what I didn't like, my results. And I've been watching a lot of YouTubers talk about how you don't really want to aim for results. You want to find stuff you enjoy so that you're more likely to keep doing it regardless because the method is tried and true. It works. You just need to stay on it long enough. That's the main reason people don't get skinny. That's the main reason why people don't reach their goals. Sorry, I got shit in my throat. And yeah, I'm just doing this to help. This channel's here to be like, hey, you can't just give up. You gotta actually do the whole challenge, or you don't have a video, or you don't have this, or, people. It's like a peer pressure thing. I'm pressuring myself into doing better for myself. And like even now that I'm sick, I still want to like work out. I still want to do those things because I enjoy them. And I want to, do all this stuff. And I now feel like I have a pressure from my job, my family, and everyone around me to keep doing it. And people, some people might take that out of context, like, oh, you have so much pressure. It's not like that. It's like, hey man, you're looking good, stuff like that. And that's a good pressure. I'm not talking about like, hey, aren't you a little fat? Like nobody nobody's really rude to you unless they have a reason to be rude to you. I mean, some people just are mean, but being bigger or stronger, people aren't going to be mean to you. People will treat you better, and it helps you stay motivated. But I simply enjoy it, so I don't stop doing it, if that makes sense. So the whole point I'm trying to make is I keep trying to improve myself, but there's some things I either A, give up on, or B, I need to stay committed to longer for it to work, or whatever. Because I like to look for how to do something. And there's millions of ways to do one thing. Like I want abs, but I'm too fat. And abs is made in the kitchen. So I'm like, oh, I'll just cut my calories by like 300. But then I get bored of it after a while, and I'm like, oh, well, I have nothing, telling me to keep going. Even if I was making results, you know, I wasn't recording it or I didn't like have a commitment other to myself. Like it was just a dream. So I might do it for a couple of days, but then something might happen where it's like, oh, okay, it's a party. You gotta socialize and crap like that. And all that good stuff. And so that's the thing. And I recommend you guys try challenging yourself. And like I don't have anything written down because I don't really want to do anything today because this is like I feel like crap. But get a blank piece of paper, write down like 5 things you want to get done today in the morning. Like, and something I would do is I'd write down 10,000 steps a little bit of abs, a little bit of stretching, 5 minutes of studying Russian, like a language. And I used to do it every day until I started feeling like crap. And I remember before I started getting sick, I remember something in my head was like kind of fighting the idea of writing it down. Because it's like, oh, well, if you write it down, then you have to do it. And it takes around 60 days for a habit to kind of become permanent. And I'm not gonna lie, I fell in love with this one instantly. There's no way I'm gonna give it up. I think it's honestly great, and I really recommend people try it. Uh, it works great, and it's a constant, like carry it on you. It's a constant reminder that you need to do things because if you, this happens to everybody, especially if you're a younger guy. I, you're just gonna be at home. You're gonna be either A, playing video games and not having fun, like forcing yourself to do it, or like you're just bored and you're like, God, there's nothing to do, or just something like that. And like on your days off, you're like just sitting there waiting for time to pass. It's too early to go to sleep, but it's too late to really go plan something. And your buddies are working or something. When you're in school, it's not as bad because you can just hop on a game and play with friends because you guys all have the same time schedule. But after school or, with work, you can't do that as much. So then you sit down, you start watching a show, but your brain's drained from watching shows, so you don't, you're watching it, but it's like mindless and it's a waste of time. And so that's the reason why I really recommend this. This has honestly like improved my life like leaps and bounds because I'm fat. I need to walk more. 10,000 steps, that's really good. I'm sick. I'm still going to aim for the 10,000 steps. And what I do is I just simply cross it off once I hit the goal. And the thing is like don't write down something that you're just not going to do, but write down something that'll take you the whole day to get it done, like the 10,000 steps, or write down something that you just need to throw into your day when you can or right before bed, like 10 push-ups or 20 jumping jacks or just whatever. Or like clean your room. I remember I kept telling myself I needed to clean my room, but I never did. And then I started writing it down, and I just wrote down 1 minute of room cleaning. And I just started organizing my room. I just did a little bit, like every once in a while. Like I'd wake up and I'm like, I'm not happy with my room being this dirty. So then I wrote down 1 minute room cleanup. So then I'd set a timer on my phone and I'd start cleaning. And it's just 1 minute, but you can get a lot done in 1 minute, you know, and it just makes a huge difference. And, I don't make the bed and all that good stuff, but I remember I started making my bed just because I felt like I had something to do. I had to make my room look better because I was putting an effort into it. And then that goes into your next thing, and it's like, oh, if you start your day off simple and easy and something you can't fail, it just helps a metric fuck ton. And it's awesome.